back inside the Georgia Dome in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Lewis. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now Lewis. And he gets it to Bolden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a first carry now for Hyde. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Sean Drone, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A gain of 3, second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, what I'm seeing in this game so far, an offensive line that's establishing themselves well on the line of scrimmage, and they feel like they can keep pounding and pounding throughout this game in order to win.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And that brings up 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey. Here we go. Man 38.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's not much pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Throwing is Lewis. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Bolden. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go. Flat round. Flat round. Ohio.
Now Lewis. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's got to just been driving on those paved roads.
Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Freeman again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Third and long. It's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Ellington now to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They start the drive with high. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Carlos Hyde's such a physical, tough runner. People are talking about him changing his style. I don't think he should change a thing, and I know he wants to add catching the ball to his arsenal as well.
One thing's for sure, he said in the offseason he told us he's happy to be in a Chip Kelly offense, isn't he?
No doubt about it.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it, because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
To go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. He'll look to throw. Complete here to the right to Golden. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds Bolden. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. Throwing is Lewis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run. Hyde. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd and goal to go now. They'll run for it with Hyde. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. Oh, this is blocked. The defense picks it up. There he goes right side. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
We'll see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Second and 10 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald Hodges leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Ellington. Now Lewis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Here early in the first, here it's Anquan Bolden making the catch in traffic. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to their own 42-yard line. An interception will get the defense off the field. Third down at the 36. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and that connection will lead to a gain of 14 yards. 49ers would end up throwing a pick on the drive. '49ers on offense midway through the second. The pass ends up being picked off. Alford's the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Offense out now following the INT. Freeman's able to get clear of the defense, and he'll go for a score, pushing the lead to 10. 49ers here, they have it at the 47. Lewis is going to complete the pass from the gun, and he'll end up at the 30-yard line before being tackled. 49ers have it later on the drive. Hines got it on the run, capping off an 8-play drive with a TD. Deficit shrinks to 6.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Freeman. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Touchdown, Falcons. Devin Hester, 51 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down 49ers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Sean Weatherspoon with a tackle.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now back to throw, escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go.
3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So this is the second consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well.
And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. Torrey Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing is Lewis. Dancing to his left. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go. 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Lewis steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the right side, caught by Salek. Touchdown, 49ers. Garrett Salek, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Dawson for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Calling luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The left side completion to Jones. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They come out here in the eye. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ahmad Brooks in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Scott Chandler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and implementing that themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working. Until someone comes up with an answer for it, no reason to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He's just playing at a really high level. They've got to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
To throw. And Selleck here, left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds his tight end, Selleck. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Throwing is Lewis. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize. So adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods to put.
Touchdown, 49ers! Vance McDonald hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the... Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Ryan wants to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.